Hey, shalom. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shema, Adatha by Hashem, Yahweh Shai to the Aquatim. This is ISUPK, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Hunter, we teach the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their true nationality according to the Bible. There's nothing more important than knowing that you are Israelite and knowing that you have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments in order to make it to the kingdom of the Most High. And a lot of us, when I say us, I don't separate myself from my people, but when I say us, a lot of us don't understand that we have commandments and we have instructions and we have statutes to follow. You know what I mean? And a lot of us feel like just because everybody else is doing something, that it's okay for you to do it also, and that's not true, right? So we're gonna get into that today. You don't have to follow this wicked world, right? Why not? Because you have ISUPK. You know what I mean? You have brothers and sisters all over this world that actually follow the Lord, laws, statutes, and commandments. The Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. They actually follow Christ. It's billions of so-called Christians in the world today, and I say so-called Christian because I'm yet to meet a real Christian that actually follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has set for us to follow. You know what I mean? So today we're gonna get into that. You do not have to follow this wicked world. You don't have to follow them at all. You know what I mean? So let's get to it. Let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 125. We're going to start at verse 3. The book of Psalms, chapter 125, and verse 3. Right? Because if you look around and follow the people that's around you, you can just look anywhere around you. And if you follow those people, you're not going to be looked at great in the sight of the Most High, because these people are doing whatever they want to do out here. They telling you got a choice. They telling you all kind of things. They're doing all kind of wicked things, and it's like nobody is standing up against this wicked empire outside of the Israelites, outside of the ISUPK and the Command Junior Hunter. So our job as priests is to be watchmen and warn our people of the destruction that's coming. Right? So let's get into it. Let's get to it. The book of Psalms, chapter 125, and we're gonna start at verse 3, right? It say, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity." What is this saying, right? Let's read it again. "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous," right? What does that mean? That means that the wicked is always going to hate righteous people. You know what I'm saying? A wicked person is always going to hate a righteous person. Why is that? Because that righteous person make that wicked person look wicked, right? Because that wicked person is not looking so wicked when he's surrounded by everybody that's wicked. Everybody's wicked. So they like, I'm normal. I ain't wicked. I'm normal. My grandma, mama, daddy, and uncles, everybody wicked. I'm normal. I'm just like them. But the ISUPK, under Command Junior Hunter, we're going to show you how to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? As we do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This is not do what I say and not, it's not do what I say and not as I do. We actually do these things also. You know what I'm saying? We say it and do. We show and tell. You know what I'm saying? Right? So let's get back into the verse. It says, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest." What that means? The wicked is always going to try and always going to kill the righteous. Why? Because we showing their face. We make it be known. We letting it be understood and known that these people are wicked. They don't follow the Most High. They are not. They are not children of the Most High. A majority of them, you know what I mean. But they have taught us all these lies that make it seem as if we have a choice or opportunity to do whatever we want to do when it's just not true at all, right? So let's keep going. It says, it's okay, stop from top. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, right? Lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. These wicked people gonna always want to hurt you or harm you because you are not wicked with them. The only way they won't harm you is you become wicked also. If you put forth your hands unto iniquity. You know what I mean? Because they are easily seen. Like when you around the ISUPK and the men of the Lord, and then you be around men in the world, you will instantly see the difference. You will instantly hear the difference. You will instantly feel the difference. Like in the ISUPK, you can leave your wallet, your whatever you got, your wallet, your food, your personal belongings, jewelry. You can even leave your wife around the men of the Lord, and nobody's gonna touch her. Nobody's gonna harm anything. Nobody's gonna touch anything. It's gonna be just like it was when you left it. You know what I mean? Because you're around righteous brothers. You're around men that want to follow the Lord and want to do right. But when you in that world, hey, the Lord be with you because they are waiting. They are waiting on something to get from you and to get out of you. You know what I'm saying? They are waiting on the opportunity to come down on you. Why? Because they think it's normal. You know what I mean? They think it's normal. They think it's okay to sell drugs to your people. Why? Because it's glorified. You understand? It's glorified in all that. So like it for a second. Yeah, so like it. So everybody's being wicked. I mean, in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that's going to the churches, they are wicked as hell because they ignore the word of the Most High in their Bible. Their Bible don't say celebrate no birthdays or no Easter. This Bible don't say do none of those things. And that's what makes them wicked because they're ignoring the word of the Most High. But they'll let you know that every scripture is given by the inspiration of the Most High, but then they'll turn around and say, it don't matter what color Christ is. It don't matter who the children of Israel is. Everybody God's people. God loves everybody. They will lie. They are being wicked. You know what I'm saying? Just because you will say you don't know, that don't mean you're gonna be excused from it. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna be punished with all of the other people that's also doing, you know what I'm saying, wicked things and evil things and evil doings. You understand? So let's get back to the scripture, right? It says, so like yeah. So like yeah, let me go. We got a little technical difficulty going on. Give me a second. So like give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, so like it. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. The book of Psalms, chapter 125, and we still on verse 3. Okay, so yeah, so the wicked is not going to stop trying to punish the children of the Most High. Why? Because they want you to be wicked with them. And as long as you're not wicked with them, they look at you as the enemy. And the best thing you could ever do is stay their enemy. You understand? Be their enemy. Be righteous under the Most High and an enemy to, you know what I'm saying, anybody else that's against the Most High, right? Let me let the other one see. Yeah, so they're not gonna they're not gonna stop killing the God's chosen people because we're not wicked enough for them, right? They like we peons when it comes to being wicked. But some of us getting it down pat. Some of us is right wicked right along with them. You understand? And just because you don't know doesn't mean you're not going to be punished for it, right? So let's keep going. Verse 4. We're in the book of Psalms, chapter 125, and I'm reading verse 4, right? It say, do good, O Lord, and to those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, right? So the Most High does good to those that be good and upright. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's wicked on the face of this earth will be punished. We'll have to pay for the crimes and things that they committed against the children of the Most High. They're gonna have to pay for all that. Ain't no way around it. You know what I mean? They are going to have to pay. You understand? No matter what, right? Let's see what's going on. They're gonna have to pay. And as long as the ISUPK under command of Junior Hunters out here in these streets and highways and byways, we are out here to raise our people up and show them that being wicked is not really us. It comes from our oppressors. It comes from the other nations, right? Because they say, why you like you are? Because we learned it from our oppressors. We're not the original gangsters. Al Capone and Al Pacino, all them heathens was original gangsters or whatever. We're not the first pimps. We're not none of these things. We learned these from our oppressor. Why? Because they are wicked. They are not upright. They are not righteous. They don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Why? Because it wasn't for them. It was for you, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I say so-called because they called you that. That's not what the Most High called you, right? So let's keep going. Let's drop that. Let's get the book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 11, right? You have a second to get there. All right, let's go. It says, woe unto the wicked. What does the word woe mean? The word woe means death, destruction. You know what I'm saying? It means destruction. You know what I'm saying? Woe to the wicked, destruction to the wicked, right? It shall be ill with him, right? For the reward of his hands shall shall be given him, right? The reward of his hand shall be given him. That means those things that you've been doing on this earth in the face of the Most High, those things are going to be given back to you. In other words, you reap what you sow. In other words, with everything you have done, you will have to pay for those things. You understand? All the good things you've done, you will get rewarded for that too, now. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is a just God. And you get what you deserve, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And nothing is done in secret. Like the scriptures say, you never know when you entertain the angels. Nothing is done in secret. The Most High knows everything that you did, thought about doing. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Let's read that again. Woe unto the wicked. It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Right? So whatever you did with your hands, you're gonna get rewarded with that, right? And we know we have to keep these commandments or we will become least in the kingdom of heaven. But this kingdom that we're in now is wicked. You know what I'm saying? How do I know that? How can I prove that we are in a wicked world right now? Easily with the scriptures. All right, drop that. Let's go to the book of Job. Book of Job, chapter 9. Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. Right? Give y'all a second to get there. Okay, let's go. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not world. And who is he? Right? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Now, if you ask yourself, who run the world? And don't say no girls, like don't say girls, because y'all been listening to that Beyonce too much, right? But who run the world? America run the world, right? For far as we know, America is the most powerful country on earth, right? But the thing about that is, the next most powerful country on earth is the same people. The so-called American, that's white, so-called white people, they are the same as the Russians. The only thing different is language. They are the same people. They are Caucasian. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. I'm not just saying those are just the wicked by themselves. Every nation that came against the children of Israel, God's chosen people, is a wicked nation in the sight of the Most High. You can't get around it. Every single one of them is wicked in the sight of the Most High. Every single one of them. Why? Because they can see us in the ghetto starving, barely making it, risking our lives just to put food on our table. Because don't no drug dealers or no prostitute just go out and do it because it's fun. They sell drugs and tow guns just because it's fun. It's fun to run from the police. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to get caught and they kick you, they beat you up and throw you in jail for 20, 30 years over a dime piece of drug or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody say that. They doing it because they want to survive. They want the things that everybody else got. They want to live like their oppressor and don't understand or realize that if you do what the Lord say to do, you will live better than your oppressor. You will be on high. You will be on top. They will be on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to worry about where you're going to get your next meal from like we doing now. You won't have to worry about, Lord, if I lose my job, I'm going to lose everything I got. If you follow the Most High, you wouldn't have to worry about none of those things. Because the Lord said he will put us up high above all the other nations. You know what I'm saying? We will be on high above all the nations, right? So let's read that again. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who is the judges that's supposed to be on this earth right now? Christ is one of them. The children of Israel is one of them. It's the other one, right? How did he cover the faces of the judges thereof? Because when you go to a majority, or if you was raised in a Christian church, in your mind, when you think of Christ, when you close your eyes to pray, you thought of a white boy with blonde hair and blue eyes, you know what I'm saying, pale skin. It looks nothing like the description it gave in Revelation chapter 1, 13 through 15, or 14 through 15. He don't look like what the scripture said, right? They covered the faces of the judges thereof to make our King Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, to look like them. And that's detrimental to us, because if we knew the greatest man that ever walked the face of this earth looked like us and was our people, because it ain't just about looks, right? If we knew that he was our people and we were God's chosen people, we wouldn't look at each other like they just another nigga. We wouldn't take the same thoughts and ideas that came from our oppressors and had it look toward them. I look at them just some niggas. Man, what that nigga doing over here? We in the ghetto and you worrying about what a nigga doing in the ghetto. Nigga, cause we in, so like, but yeah, we look at our people like the oppressor look at us. You know what I mean? And as soon as they kill one of us, we all together now. You know what I'm saying? We go out marching. But when we kill each other, it's free the nigga that killed the other nigga. It's rest in peace to the one that died. When both of those are our brothers, and we shouldn't be going through this time without actually trying to figure out what can we do to better this time, to stop us from being number one in the jail system, number one in drugs, number one in diseases, number one in whatever bad thing you can think of. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are number one in those things, right? Why? Because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and we are following the wicked. Why? Because the earth is doing it. What a good example of us following the wicked, right? When you listen to Salaki, let me see. When you look at the rich people, this our people, right? When you look at the Jay-Z's and the Megans and the Young Thugs and all these people, they got rich in America by doing wickedness. When you look at the TD Jakes and the Creflo Dollars and all these wicked pastors, like all these wicked pastors, like I said, they got rich in America because they are wicked, because they are teaching lies. They refuse to tell the truth about this Bible. You understand? They are teaching lies. They are not, you know what I'm saying? Shalaki, I don't know what I just did. Hold on, y'all. I might have. What's going on? Shalaki, y'all. Oh, okay, there we go. I ain't doing it no more. Okay, what I was saying. So they are wicked. So that's how you get famous in America. Imagine Cardi B. And Cardi B, and I think his name Takeoff or Offset, I don't know which one it is, but one of the Migos was on the cover of Essence magazine with their children, whoever them little kids, I think it's their children or her children, I don't know. But they got them on the cover of a magazine as if they are the signature couple in America. Like you got a prostitute, a stripper. They used to put drugs in men's drink and run off with their money, and you got a gang banging drug dealer that's rapped about trapping out the bando all the time, and is they is like paraded like this what we supposed to do. This the only way we can get out of this ghetto. If we know how to bounce a ball, or we know how to rap, or we can run fast, or we can jump high, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way we can make it, by being a part of this wicked world. You know what I'm saying? La, that's not what's up, right? And I'm gonna show you why. Because the scriptures say that's not what's up. Let's get the book of Exodus, chapter 23, right quick. Book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 2, right? Because as long as we follow these people on this in this world, on this earth, in America, on TVs and everybody's doing it, the scriptures tell us not to do it. And I'm going to read it now. So like it. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 2. And it reads, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment," right? We should not follow the multitude to do evil. Let's break this down a little better, right? Every Christian I know that's in my family want to celebrate Easter, Christmas, pagan holidays, holidays that your oppressor forced upon you, or your oppressor was doing, and you felt envious of your oppressor, and you say, "I want to pop firecrackers. I like bottle rockets, and I like wildcat firecrackers and stuff." You know what I'm saying? But they don't realize that when they got that freedom in 1776, we were slaves then, right? We were slaves then. What is we doing popping fireworks? Can anybody tell me why? You know what I'm saying? Can somebody tell me why we are so eager to follow our oppressors? Why? Why are we so eager to follow our oppressors? Why are we so eager to follow the multitude to do evil? Because as of 1969, only ISUPK been out here, you know what I'm saying, teaching the right and the wrong, and how to live separately from these wicked people, from our enemies, from our oppressors. Because your oppressor is your enemy. Only your enemy will oppress you. Nobody will oppress you that's not your enemy. Your friend won't oppress you. Your brother won't oppress you. Your mother and your father won't oppress you unless they're wicked and evil also. And most of the time, that is the case. Everybody is being wicked and evil, right? Everybody. But the Bible say don't follow the multitude to do evil. So what we do, we make a safe haven for the people that no longer want to be evil, for the people that no longer want to follow their oppressors, for the people that no longer want to die in the ghetto every day. You know what I'm saying? We die every day, right? We die every day. We go to jail every day. We get shot every day. Everything happens to us every single day. Why? Because we are following the multitude to do evil. And like the Most High said in the other scripture, the thing that your hands did, he will reward you. The iniquity that you did with your hands, you're going to be awarded for it. You're going to get a reward for it. So like you're going to be rewarded. I don't want to be rewarded for none of the things I did. Not saying that I shouldn't be. It's just saying that I hope the fact that me following the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High, maybe I will have a chance that the Lord will look over all the wrong I done. This is what we doing. We are following the Lord, law, statutes, and commandments. We are following Christ. So maybe the Lord will have mercy on us. Maybe the Lord will, you know what I'm saying, blurt out some of the things that we did wrong because he knows our heart. He knows our mind. He knows our mind want to be separate from these wicked people who have taught us to be all evil, who have taught us to be low down and dirty to our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Taught us to be all kind of abominable things. You know what I'm saying? They taught us how to do these things, right? And ISUPK is here to teach you how not to do these things, how not to be angry, so angry that you will want to kill your own brother or your own sister or your mother or your child because we have been destroyed. We have been beaten down to a powder. And when I say to a powder, that means we have been beaten down so far. I mean, we can't get no more beat. You know what I'm saying? We beat down to a pup. You know how they say, we gonna beat you to a pup. We have been beaten to powder. Like when you can read in the Bible, right? Just a little side note. When you can read in the Bible, let's see, let's get it. Let's get the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13, right? When you read the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13, and it says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Now, this is in the New Testament. Yet and still, you got Christians that been in the church 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 years, and they still would tell you God loves everybody. You understand me? It's something wrong with it, right? It's something wrong with the fact that we got the same thoughts and the belief that we had when we wasn't allowed to read. It was against the law to read. And we still come up with the same information when we read this book on our own? No, we don't. But what we do is we take the information that they gave us, this false information that they gave us, and try to make it fit this book, these scriptures. We try to make what these people that hated us for years and years, we trying to make what they taught us fit in this book. And it don't go. It don't fit. Right? So they have to be devils. Devils mean liars and deceivers. They have to be a great deceiver to make you think when this book said God hated Esau, that God loved everybody. You understand me? When this book say, let's just get another one. When you read this right here, and then you hear them say this, I mean, why doesn't it like click to the pastors and the bishops and whoever in them wicked Christian churches still teaching lies that we learned through slavery, right? Now, this is the last book in the Bible, right? This is the last book in the Bible, next to the last chapter in the Bible, right? Let's get the book of Revelation, chapter 21. And we're going to read verse 12, right? Because if you read this in this book, then how can they teach us, and how can the pastors and the bishops and the deacons and Sister Mary and Sister Johnson still believe that God loves everybody? Let's read it. Let's read it. The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 12. It say, and had a Let me see. Okay, yeah. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the 12 gates, 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Now, when you read this in the last book of the Bible, and you go to church and they tell you everybody can get salvation, everybody can be saved, God loves everybody. Well, what gate is they going in according to this Bible? It's only 12 gates. What gate is these other nations and other people going into? How they gonna get in there? They gonna be there, but they're not going through these gates like we going through these gates. We gonna go through these gates as free men. They gonna go as captives. Why do I say that? Let's read the Bible. Because you're not gonna learn this in church. Let's see, the book of Revelation, chapter 3. Hold on, let's see, let's get it right. Okay, I couldn't read this one, but let me see. I can read. Let's go to the book of, let's see, Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah because he gets straight to the point. So like this, let me get this. So like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this right quick because they gonna be in the kingdom, but I don't think they gonna like it too well, right? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, and we're gonna read verse 15. Let me give y'all a second to get there. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, we're gonna start at verse 15. Because according to the church, according to the pastor, according to all these liars and deceivers that this earth have ordained to be in these churches, and we got thousands and thousands of churches in Memphis. In every ghetto you can find, it's like so many churches in it, right? Why they never read this? The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, we're gonna start at verse 15, right? Let's go. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Now let's break that down. The nations are as a drop of a bucket, right? So if you're going to get water, it ain't got to be no big old bucket. It can be this picture right here. It can be this cup. If you go to the sink and want to fill this cup up, and when you get you putting whatever you putting in this cup, where you put water, when you get you putting the water in this cup, and you bump your arm a little bit, and some of the water come out and splash on the floor, you're not gonna go back to the sink and put that little splash back in there because it wasn't nothing, right? So imagine you toting this big bucket and you going to get some water, and the splash of your water come out this bucket. I mean, it's nothing but it's nothing, right? Let's keep going. And are counted as the small dust of the balance. The small dust of a balance. What's small dust? We know what small dust is. What's a balance? A balance is a scale. You know what I'm saying? Now you see the whatever. Sometimes they got it made with like a woman or something, and you put something on this side and it go up like this here, and it go up like this there. But if you just put a little dust on it, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's nothing. It's nothing. Like, why they don't teach that in the church? because they are following the multitude to do evil. They are following our oppressors, and they doing evil. I remember when I was learning the scriptures, a very close person told me, "You'll get some money if you do it right, if you read it right, if you say it right, if you preach it right, you'll get some money." But I don't want your money though. I don't want your money with our oppressor's face on it. I want the money with our face on it. You understand me? I want what the Lord got to give me for teaching His word and teaching these scriptures. You don't pay me. I don't want you to pay me. I want the Lord to give me what He sees fit for me to have. Because a lot of us pray and pray and pray, Lord, let me win a lot of real some, Lord. I'm tired of being up in this ghetto. And don't realize how many millionaires is dead today. How many people that had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that's dead today? Why? Because they wasn't following the Lord. They had demons on them, and them demons got them paid. Right? And they don't realize a demon on you, his number one job is to kill you. That demon that you think is you, when you get mad and you know what I'm saying, man, FD, you know what I'm saying? I wish nigga that's a demon. That demon wants you to die. That demon hates you. He wants you to die. Why? Because that is his job. You think it's you. It's not. R. Kelly had a demon on him. Right? R. Kelly had a demon on him. And R. Kelly said in the song one time, you know what I'm saying, my mind's telling me no, but my body's saying yes. And his body got him 30 years, and his mind in there right now, like, man, I told your ass don't. So like, I told you don't do that. The hell wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Now look at your body. Your body's in here by itself in this little ass cell. You know what I'm saying? You can't go home no more. You believe you can fly then. You can't fly now. They call this a jailbird cell. This you in the jailbird now, brother. And I'm not making fun of the brother. I'm just giving you an example. Your mind is gonna tell you what to do. Now, if you don't know what to do, your mind gonna tell you whatever it think you should do, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever spirit you got on you, that's what it's gonna tell you to do. But when you come in here and you renew your spirit, you know what I'm saying, you come in here and you learn how to, you know what I mean, you learn how to maneuver in this world and stay away from the wickedness and paganism and all these other things that's against the Lord. You will understand that your mind is not always your mind. It's a demon that's on you. It put a spirit on you. You know what I mean? You ever seen somebody like, man, I don't wanna fight, or I don't wanna argue, and the other person is still wanna fight and still wanna argue, then next thing you know, that person kills his other person, or beat them bad, or end up going to jail. Why? Because he couldn't fight that demon that other person had on him. And it jumped to him. The demon wants us to die. And you got to watch out for people that carries demons around, and they are comfortable with their demon. And that demon is comfortable with them. So what you have to do is watch what you say, watch what, you know what I'm saying, watch what you hear. Like, not watch what you hear, but watch how you take in the things that you hear, because they will affect you in a way. You will get a demon put on you, and it would affect you in a way that you will start acting as if you will start acting just like this other person was acting. You understand? And you know better than that. But what? I ain't no punk. It's whatever. Well, I want to do whatever you want to do. We doing whatever we doing. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, all right, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro. I'm good, man. You got it. All right, Salaki. You know what I'm saying? If I offended you, Salaki, bro. You got it. You understand me? Not saying be no punk. We ain't turning the other cheek now. You know what I'm saying? If you put your hand on your PK brother or one of these sisters now, the Lord is not gonna be with you out. She like you. You know what I'm saying? But we are here to teach our brothers how not to fall into these traps that America has set up for us. You know what I'm saying? America has set up so many traps. We don't even know that we are being hunted, but they hunt our footsteps, like the scriptures say. They hunt our footsteps, and they ride or they sport or they guns or weapons is not gonna rest. Long as it's righteous men out here, they gonna want to kill you until you get their mark in your mind and in your hand. Y'all think it's like some people think it's a computer chip or whatever, but the mark of the beast goes in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And your hand will be his weapon that you'll use to smite your own people. If you're an Israelite, but if you're a heathen, then you want to smite the Israelites. They smite each other too now. They're not perfect, but they got a perfect hatred for us. You understand me? So what we try to teach, what we are teaching the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child is to don't be so harsh on your brothers. Don't be quick. Let's get that scripture. So let's get that scripture. This scripture is Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Let's get that right quick. Baba Kushah. Baba Kushah mean please. You know what I'm saying? I just say tell myself please, but don't worry about it. I'm polite to myself. Let's see. Let's get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. As soon as I find it, I'm bringing it out. Okay, there we go. The book Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, right? Let me see. It's saying, behold, Shalaki, it's saying, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? Because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. What is this saying? Okay, a sentence is like a punishment. Like you go get sentenced for what you did wrong, right? Because we're not getting punished against the evil works that we doing in America. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting it speedily, like soon as you do this happen to you. Soon as you do that happen to you. You know what I'm saying? The next day, the same hour, the next hour, next month, next year. You might feel like you got away with it, right? Let's keep going. It's like, therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Now, come on now. Just because we're not getting punished for every single thing we do, in our mind, we say, I got away with that. I'm going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it too personal, but I got little cousins and big cousins and all kind of people that go out and do wrong. And they did wrong so much, so finally they went to do the same wrong they've been doing for all these years, and bam, got killed. They dead now, or they paralyzed, or they deformed in some kind of way. They done got hurt so bad that they'll never heal. They'll never look the same again. Why? Because they didn't get punished when they first did the first time. They didn't get punished. So in their mind, they said, "This is sweet. I can do this. I get away with this again." You ever seen somebody get ready to go to jail? Like, oh Lord, please don't, please let me go, sir. I ain't, please let me go. Please help me, please. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't think that they was going to die. They didn't think they were going to get caught. If I don't care what you are. You could be a drug dealer, a rapist, a pimp, prostitute, whatever the hell you are. When they catch you doing it, you instantly regret it. When you get caught doing what you've been doing all this time, you instantly regret it. Like man, I shouldn't have. Man, what else? I could have been a carpenter instead of a pimp. I could have sold Bibles before I sold some drugs. You know what I'm saying? I could have found me something else to sell before I tried to sell my tail. You understand me? But just because we don't get that quick punishment, soon as it happens, like, you know what I'm saying? Soon as it happens, just because we don't get that regret, that punishment in our mind, let's read it again, Shalaki. It say because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Just because they think the Lord ain't punishing us for doing these Israelites so bad, they ain't punishing us now this time. It's been 400 years. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and pick a nigga and have a picnic. You know what I'm saying? So I can have a picnic. Let's go pick a nigga and have a picnic, and we're going to torture this nigga. We've been doing it for 400 years. Let's do it today. It's okay, then we got a good tree in the backyard. You catch one of these niggas down here, one of these sundown towns, and you call, you blow the horn, you ring the bell, and we're going to go take care of our bid. And we've been doing it for years. Who going to give us the sentence? The judge is my uncle's wife. You know what I'm saying? The judge is my auntie's husband. He ain't gonna send us. Police sheriff is some kin to Billy Bob right here. Billy Bob been killed 4 niggas in front of the sheriff be out here with us sometimes. So the sons of men and the sons of God do it also, but the sons of men, these heathens, is like they not gonna get paid back for what they did to the children of Israel. But always they wrong. You know, understand me. Let's see if it's some more on it. Let's see what the next verse say right quick. Okay, let's keep going. Most High Christ. It say the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 12. It say, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before God, right? So what I read this. Though a sinner keep doing his evil things 100 times, they keep doing these evil things, right? You know what I'm saying? And his days be prolonged, because these people they living to get up there in the age. I Kelly, what, 50? You know what I'm saying? He didn't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind a long time ago. He was messing with Leah. You know what I'm saying? He grew all the way up all these years, got all these millions and millions and millions, all these other women, all these girls and everything, just partied down, party time. He didn't have no idea that he would soon have a sentence, a 30-year sentence, because he didn't get caught right away. He didn't go to jail for a little. He didn't go to jail for the girl after Aaliyah, the girl after that, the girl after that, the girl after that for what, 20 years, 25 years? He didn't get punished for those things, so he thought what? I can keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, damn, they almost got me with Aaliyah, man. I need to go on, you know what I'm saying, at least wait till they 18 or 21 or my age or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that. Why? Because he didn't get that sentence when it first happened. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't speeding leave. He thought he had it down pat. See, what I gotta do is I get the parent and the parent like me, and they can bring their daughter, and then the parent like it so much she wanna come back to the mansion, and she know I'm messing with her daughter, so she ain't gonna say nothing bad about it. She ain't gonna say nothing wrong. I'm I can't. You know what I'm saying? I believe I can fly. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna say nothing wrong. But I'm gonna show you what R. Kelly should have did. Right? Let's drop in. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 7. We're gonna start at verse 15. Cause this is what we have to do. When you raise up in this wicked world around wicked people, you understand me? We need something to help us focus or help us change the way we think and the way we are in this wicked world, right? But nobody's actually teaching it outside of ISUPK. You understand? We've been doing it since 1969, right? Let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 7, verse 15, right? Give y'all a second to get there. Let's go. The book of Isaiah chapter 7. Let me see. Okay, the book of Isaiah chapter 7, verse 15, right? It says, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good, right? So we feel like we have to be rewarded or something got to happen. I got to have it real good to choose to do righteousness or choose to follow the Most High. I have to be up there. I got to have the best of the best. I got to have all the good things, right? It's like bind, Shalaki, bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples, right? What is that saying? That is saying, Shalaki, y'all. I'm tripping. I just skipped to the whole side of the other chapter. Shalaki, y'all. Shalaki. Let's go back to, I bet y'all like, man, what are you reading? Shalaki. Let's go to Isaiah 7, verse 15. I went to the wrong side of the book. It's like, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. Verse 16. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings, right? So what does that mean? That means that in order for a child to know how to do good, they have to be taught, right? Whether you got good things to eat or whether you have nothing to eat, you should learn how to follow the Most High. Whether your food is not as good as honey with the butter in it, you should learn to follow the Most High. You understand? Hold on, let me see if I got some more on there. Right. So before when we raised these children up in the ISUPK under command and Junior Hunter, they learn to do good. They learn the laws, statutes, and commandments from the top. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers in ISUPK that never ate pork, that never celebrated a birthday, never celebrated Christmas, never did any of those wicked things that we did in this kingdom. Why? Because their parents, they had brothers and sisters around that also did the right thing. We don't follow the multitude to do evil, but we do follow a righteous multitude to do right. Don't know bad fruit come from no good tree. Don't know good fruit come from no bad tree. So the scriptures also say, train a child in the way it should go, they will never depart from it, right? So if we was taught at a young age that we shouldn't, if we wasn't lied to at a young age, there's a fat white boy with a red suit on and 8 reindeers, and one of them got a little light bulb on his face. If we weren't lied to about all that, we are know Christmas is pagan. We don't celebrate Christmas. We ain't even had no chimney in the house. You know what I'm saying? Understand me? If we was taught that at a younger age, we wouldn't be going through a lot of things that we go through because we are being punished, and now the Lord is not taking it long to punish us. The Lord have loosened these angels, these death angels, these angels that say, hey man, you doing this, you got to pay for it, and you got to pay for it right now. And you got to go before the Lord and pay for it again. You know what I'm saying? If you don't repent. But the Lord is not taking his time with these brothers no more like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at King Von. Look at all them Chicago rappers, they millionaires. And they were so wicked in their mind that they got millions of dollars and still want to kill somebody. Still want their op dead, even though their op look just like them. They op stay right down the street, around the corner. They op is their brother. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like they are their own op. You understand me? They are their own op. I know they be talking about race wars and all that. If a race war pop off, you will have, I was finna say the wrong thing, but you will have brothers on the wrong side. It's a lock you. His brothers love our oppressor so much, they be like, I don't want to be black today while the race war. I wish y'all been Billy Bob. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You remember you had sex with your cousin, I ain't tell nobody? Come on, man, it's me. You know what I'm saying? They want to go hang with Billy Bob. They don't want to try to help these niggas fight the people that make the damn guns. How you gonna beat the people? I see them brothers on TV. Yeah, we got plenty of guns. We got all these guns. This and that. On TV, on video, on. You know what I'm saying? Who you think they gonna do? You think them your person gonna come to first? They coming to your damn house. Make sure you ain't gonna pass out all them guns to these brothers. You know what I'm saying? So they can get shot with a sideways bullet. Niggas don't even know how to shoot the gun right. Niggas shoot like, yeah, niggas, you know what I'm saying? They don't want the shell to pop back and hit them. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of experience into killing their brothers, but not their oppressor. They love their oppressor too much, and they don't want to see him hurt. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see him die, but they love to see us die, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do anything. I'm not saying do no race war or anything, because if you learn anything from the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? Vision is of the Lord. We can't pay our oppressor back like the Lord can pay them back. You understand me? We can't. So it's up to the Lord to make that happen. You understand? It's up to the Lord to pay our oppressor back for the crimes that he committed against, you know what I'm saying, the Jacobites, the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They have to pay, right? So what is the ISUPK really doing, right? What is our job? Let's get to it. Let's jump in. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Right? This is our job to teach our brothers and sisters, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, the truth of this Bible and how to understand how can we overcome this wicked world that we have been, you know what I'm saying, put in, that we have been captured and captives and bond men and bond women. And you understand me? So like it's not women with an S, but bond men and bond women, right? Let's get there. The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17, right? It said, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, right? Your heart is not they call this the heart that's in your chest that pump the blood, but your heart is actually your mind, right? So you shouldn't hate your brother in your mind. In other words, we shouldn't be gangbangers. We shouldn't be drug boys. We shouldn't be pimps. We shouldn't be any of those things that will harm our brother or our sister, right? We shouldn't think to be those things. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't think to be a burglar. Well, I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing, but they go to work every day at this so time. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to get them later on tonight. But they don't know that when they go in that house, somebody else in that house too and probably going to blow their brains out. But they do it anyway sometimes. But anyway, let's keep going. It's saying, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, right? Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Now, if you grew up around a Christian, they'll make you think the word rebuke means some kind of power, like they got some kind of power. Like I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and all of a sudden you like, I'm sorry, or you just disappear or you see a shadow come out of your ear and go on the other way or something. No. Rebuke just means to correct. The ISUPK under Command Junior Hunter, we correct our brothers. We want our brothers to be correct. We want our brothers to be safe in the world. You know what I'm saying? We want our brothers to be safe amongst our people, right? We want our brother to do it correctly. We want our brother not to have the anger of the Lord against you. We want our brother to be righteous. You understand? We want our brothers to separate from this wicked world. You understand? That's what holy means, to be separate. Holy means to be separate. Not with everybody else. Don't follow the multitude to do evil. Holy means to be separate. And when you come into this school, you understand, you put on your all black, you become a trooper, you get you a sister, and you get your name. You understand? They'll come at you like, wait a minute, you think you holier than thou. A Christian would say that. You think you holier than thou. And you know what you should say? It's because I am. I am holier than thou because you just got through celebrating 4th of July. And y'all, we were slaves when that happened. You just got to celebrating Thanksgiving. And the Israelites died, and our oppressor is celebrating them taking our land. Right? You should have no pride in following the multitude to do evil if you knew the Lord, laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments, right? You would not do that. So the ISUPK, come on, let's get there. Let's start from the top. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. What does that mean, to suffer sin upon someone? That means that you see someone doing wrong and you don't say nothing, right? We follow the scriptures in the ISUPK. People will see us teaching and say, well, if you're gonna do that, you just do that. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? We just go live your life. We're gonna live our life. Don't try to force that on us. But we gotta follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. And the Lord said, don't suffer sin upon our brothers. So that means if I see you eating that pork, and I say, the Lord said you're not supposed to eat pork. That's all I gotta say. I said what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? I just said what I had to say. If you keep eating it and you end up with high blood pressure and gout and with all the other nasty stuff you get from eating pork, then I did my job. You understand me? I did my job. Right? So that's what ISUPK do. We are out here to bring back we out here to get the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to bethink themselves, to remember who you are. We are God's chosen people. We was put on this earth to be rulers, not in the ghetto, not in every ghetto you can find. We have been put here to show these people how to worship the Most High the right way. That's why we are here. For no other reason. They want to say through us the world will be blessed, because you won't be eating bat soup and rat soup and cat soup and this and that soup. You will be eating righteously. You'll be eating clean food. The pig will be cleaning the earth. The catfish will be cleaning the water. You know what I'm saying? Them nasty birds with fowls of the earth, the skunks and all these squirrels, they will be cleaning the ground. They will be doing what the Lord made them to do. That's why it says every creature was made good. Because every creature that the Most High made was made to do exactly what the Most High made them to do. Everything got its purpose on this earth. You understand me? And we have left the purpose that the Lord made the Israelites for, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have left our purpose. Our purpose is to be on the top and show the world true righteousness. And we haven't been doing that until 1969 under Command Junior Hunter ISUPK, right? Okay, let's drop that. Let's get the conclusion of the matter, right? Let's get to the conclusion of the matter. And we're going to move around after this. Salakia. Hold on, I can use this right here, Salakia. Let's get the conclusion of the whole matter, if I may. Let's get Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and we're going to start at verse 13, right? Give y'all a second to get there. This is going to be our last scripture, and then we're going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Okay, let's get it. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. Let's see, let's start at verse 12. So we start at verse 12. Now let's get 13, because 12 kind of going to something else, right? Let's get the book of 13. Let's get verse 13, right? It's like Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. The conclusion of the whole matter. The conclusion of everything this book will teach you, tell you, and you should learn from it. Everything the ISUPK is out here for. Let's get the conclusion of the whole matter, right? Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Verse 14, For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Let's read that again. For God shall bring every work into judgment. What does that mean, right? What I kind of brought out earlier. Everything that you do, every work that you do with your hands, every iniquity that you do, you're going to pay for it. You're going to get that judgment. You're going to get that sentence that one coming so expediently, but you're going to get it, right? The Lord is going to give it to you. And the Lord thoughts are way higher than our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We know the Lord will punish a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? The Lord punishes whole nations. People that ain't had nothing to do with it. So you kin to them, you with them. If you're around them, you're down with them. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord get down, right? So it's like, fear God. How do you fear God? You fear God by keeping his commandments. You can't send them a flower, can't send them kisses, can't send them roses. You can't holler so loud that he can hear you through the heavens. And he was like, hey, God, I love you. No, you have to keep his commandments, right? For this is the whole duty of man. The whole duty of man and woman is to fear God and keep his commandments. Akim, Akwatim. That's the duty of the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That is our duty, to fear God and keep his commandments. Now, if you don't do your duty or your job, then you get fired. You get punished. You'll get a judgment. You understand me? And with that, read these security announcements, and we're going to get up out of here, right? Okay. This is ISUPK, right? Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, right? Tithes. So, like, let me get this right here so I can get the next high holiday. So, like, I forgot to do this. So, like, yeah. Let me find this before I keep going, y'all. So, like, bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a second, y'all. One second, almost there. Almost there, almost there. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, I'm teaching class tomorrow. I have it for y'all tomorrow. Salakia, right? Okay, let's get back to it. Tithes, which is a commandment in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth. In the Hebrew, it means ma'asharah. So like it. In the Hebrew, it's ma'asharah, which means 10. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Priest fund is a free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The up and coming Holy Convocation will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets, but I will get to the specific dates for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Bible Kashab Salaki. Understand? Okay, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, she start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom, Israel.